Good morning. This is TCR, TroyCommunityRadio.com, 1071 WTJN. I'm Clint Myers for David the Noyer on TCTV, and it's time now for the Lincoln Community Center report. And with us this morning, Shane Carter.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Shane. Some warmer weather this past week.
I would say that the center's getting toasty like an oven. It is.
Lots of kids. You're going to be looking forward to a lot more kids in there with school being over now.
The last week has been, not only I know you guys know it's been a full moon, the kids have acted like it's a full moon. It's been, we've had some, not necessarily issues, but, you know, the kids are ready to be out of school when they're hot and they're cranky.
Yeah, restless, hot, cranky.
The ones that were best friends now are arguing, you know, it's like, so.
And you get that. They're kids.
They are, and I'll tell you, the heat doesn't help it at all. So we're going to start tomorrow and get the air conditioning window units in at the center and try to start cooling things down. You know,
maybe some water balloon wars out in the side yard.
Yes, sir. And some slip and slides. All that.
There you go. Hey, think of the things that you've got going on at the center and school being out. Tell us about your summer programs.
Yeah, so we're going to start. The kids obviously are out of school this next upcoming week. Memorial Day we're closed, but that Tuesday, which would be the 31st, we're going to start with our summer programs. And really from noon to 5, the kids are welcome. We have a lot planned. But it's important they get there by 12 because that's right when the lunch program starts. So we serve everybody lunch starting at noon. That's done around 1 o'clock, and that's when ice skating starts or art depending on the day, or water balloon fights or some walking field trips, all those things. So any parents that want their kids involved, please come down to the center at 110 Ash Street. We have a one-page waiver you fill out, emergency contact info, any medical conditions. If you're like me, you have allergies, allergic to stuff, that type of thing. Fill those out, and the kids are free to have at it. We are not in the process of being able to pick up kids for summer programs, so we ask that you transport them there, or they walk, ride bikes. And the other important thing with that is on Fridays we'll have a lot of different field trips planned, so we could use extra adults or supervision to help with our walking field trips.
All right. Well, it seems like, well, first off, the Lincoln Community Center doesn't have like a basketball season. It's basketball season year-round. You've got your summer basketball sign-ups now underway.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the kids in the city of Troy made it that way. We used to just have a winter basketball league. I think you remember that.
Yeah.
Then it turned into, well, we need a spring league. Then it turned into, when the spring league was done, parents would say, hey, what are you going to do in the summer? So we always had a basketball camp, but the kids want to play, so it's neat. The summer basketball program sign-ups will start June 1st. They'll run until June 18th, right there at Father's Day. And we'll have 6 weeks of play from June going to the end of July. And obviously, as always, we'll need parents to help with coaching, running the clock. We're always looking for additional business sponsors. It's really important for us that we can try to provide a safe environment. So really any adults, seniors, maybe you need volunteer hours for community service, National Honor Society. We need a lot of those people to help out. And that's really for all kids grades K to 12. And the cost of the league is $25.
Well, that's not bad at all.
No, and Clinton, to be honest with you, I'm trying to be careful how I broadcast this. We do offer scholarships. Obviously, there's a lot of people that have, maybe mom has 5 or 6 kids, maybe a situation you got baseball going on and soccer and hockey, and you know, just to be able to afford it. So we do offer scholarships. I don't want any kid to not be able to play due to finances.
Gotcha. Leadership Troy is going to be coming by. They've got a work day.
Yeah, they're coming down June 6th, which is coming really, really quick. And they have they're bringing their whole class, so I got to keep them busy. But I'll tell you, I was in the process today of setting some posts for a mural we're getting ready to put together. So we've got some outside work they're going to help us with. They're also going to help us get ready for our back to school bash in August, which I know you're very aware of because you donated to it before. And just help us get organized and help us get ready for summer. Get out the water bottles, the badminton, you know, the slip and slides, the stuff that we got to use, and we're excited about that. And then also we're probably going to, what I like to do is kind of, before the day of service that they come and tour the center and find out everything about us, just kind of give them a slight tour and explain to them everything we're doing.
Gotcha. Now, how's the art program going? I know you have Karen Perk over there working with the kids.
It's going good. I'll tell you, Karen is, she's a professional. She's done this a long time. She relates to the kids. We had a class last week at Hainer, which was really good. A lot of the kids were able to use their art studio, which is...
That's great.
It's awesome. I mean, you think you go from doing it on the stage where you're kind of bumping elbows and trying to go to the kitchen to wash out brushes, then you have a real live art studio with natural light and sinks where you can clean up and all that. So that's been really neat. We have to thank Hainer and Linda Jolly because previous to we were all kind of stuck in that back room off the stage or, you know, on the stage, and now to be able to do that's awesome. And to let the kids know that Hainer's right here in their backyard is really cool. With Karen this summer, this is going to be our first time of doing like a summer night class, and we're going to do it at the house next door and try to use the call it like the screened-in porch or the Florida room that's behind that house whenever it's nice outside, so people can paint outside. Our classes are June 20th, July 18th, August 15th, and September 19th. Anybody really ages 10 and up that'd like to participate, just contact the main office at 937-335-2715, and we'd love to have you. The more the merrier.
All right. It just seems like we've talked about it before, the expanding of the Lincoln Community Center, the fact that you've got the kids over in the art classroom over at Hainer and the house next door, and
it makes me happy, Clint.
It's growing.
It is, and I'll tell you, you know this too because you've seen how we shuffle things around the building. We have been in need of more space for a while, but God is kind of answering our prayers. I mean, that little house is only, 1,000 or 1,200 square feet has, just the sense of mind that, okay, I can take the school supplies for the back-to-school batch and put them in a closet where I don't have to move them to get out tether balls, or I don't have to move them to get the volleyball equipment,
Even if it's just for storage.
Yes, and it's really helped. And with the Princess Tea Party, which I'm sure a lot of people saw.
Now, how did that go?
That went awesome. I'll tell you, it was probably the most fun I've seen a lot of our young ladies have. To see them get in a horse and carriage and ride around the block there on Elm and up to McCagg and come back. And then the other thing that was really neat was, the amount of extensive work that the parents put into like the girls' dresses and their hair, and they had matching shoes, and it was just really neat that they took that up on them. I think we had about 15 young princesses participate, probably another 25 parents on board, and Girl Scouts helped. Just a lot of people made it possible, and it really went good, Clint. I'm glad you asked me to touch on that. And I'll tell you, we have a lot of people to thank, and we're in the process of sending out thank you letters now. But you're talking about a committee of maybe 15 women that helped made it possible. And then not only that, the fact that it didn't rain, it was like and then as soon as the last ride went at like 5 o'clock, it just started pouring when everybody was leaving. So it was like...
Well, it held off long enough that all the little girls could be their princess for a day.
And we want to encourage people. I know that we tried our best to promote it and get everybody signed up, but next year we want to make it a bigger deal, where we can have more people.
Excellent. A lot of people are talking about CrossFit. I hear it everywhere, and you've got CrossFit classes.
Yes, and they're going to be offered through the summer, too, which is going to be nice for the kids that want to exercise. Mondays and Thursdays at the Lincoln Center at 1:30. The class is free. We just ask any parents to come in and fill out the waiver for your kids, just that way if they have any type of medical condition and or if asthma, you're talking about 80-degree weather in the center, asthmatic, all that stuff. So, but it's a good class. I've seen a lot of kids really change their mental and physical, I guess you could say self-esteem and well-being through participating year-round.
All right. And then your men's prayer breakfast.
Yes, so it's been very well attended and went well thus far this year. We are taking a break for June and July. Obviously, June, Strawberry Festival. To compete with that on Saturday morning would be probably not smart. And then July 4th hits right there about the time we'd be having it. So we'll be back in August at the center. We've had a lot of people come out, and not only community people, but from different churches, young people. We had a couple people come out that were from the NA that were dealing with some addiction issues, and were able to share their testimony to all the men. So I think it's really a nice platform for people to come out and fellowship. And I think the center creates hopefully a neutral ground to where, whether what your denomination or religion is and what your ethnicity and background is, we can kind of all come together in that point. So
great. Now you kind of touched on it. You said the words.
Yeah.
Strawberry Festival.
Yes.
Now you've got a booth again this year. What will you be doing?
So we'll be partnering with Kona Ice, and I'll tell you, they've been very clear about they don't need Lincoln Center volunteers to be in there and working as much as just like our banner and us to come up and to view and to be proud of them, representing the center. So I'm excited because I get to enjoy the Strawberry Festival. Hopefully, I'm volunteering on that Friday before, which I think is good. I need to volunteer. The city of Troy and the festival in general has always been a part of my life. And on behalf of the center, I don't have to organize staff and be out there on the levee for 12 hours sweating.
You'll be able to keep the center rolling while the Strawberry Festival's going on.
And I'll tell you, last year we realized that when the Strawberry Festival was going on that weekend, we had a lot of people that were from Troy that come back to town for the festival that want to get in the center and take pictures and show their kids or their significant others, hey, this is where I grew up. So we're going to be open on that Saturday from like 9 to 2. And then when we do close, hopefully the staff will be able to come down and enjoy the festival and stuff.
Hey, something we haven't talked about for a long time. How's the gym downstairs?
Oh, man, we've got it it's done. The one thing, we've got a good volunteer and a member of the gym. His name's Shane Simon. and he is very meticulous. He's cut these rubber mats he wants to put around the walls because, you put these signs up, don't lean weights against the wall, and what do people do? They lean weights against the wall.
Yeah.
And 45-pound plates against drywall don't really work out that well, so you get those dents. You got to come around and spackle. So he's cut these real nice rubber mats that we got to put around and put washers on them and kind of put them tight up against the wall. That's the last thing we want to do just for the longevity of the drywall, but it's really nice down there, man.
Great.
I mean, I haven't been down to work out, which you can probably tell, but I do go down to make sure it's clean and service the equipment and stuff.
All right, but you've been out running or biking.
I'm trying to run and bike a little bit. I was this first kid on the way. I feel like, Clint, I have to get rejuvenated and back in shape.
All the kids at the center haven't quite kept you there as what
mentally they test me. I think this is going to be a physical component. I mean, waking up and changing diapers and kind of doing that shift change with my significant other is probably going to be a little bit of work, I'd imagine.
All right. Hey, Shane, thanks a lot for stopping in this morning.
Thank you, guys.
This has been the Lincoln Community Center Report with Shane Carter. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN for David Denoyer on TCTV.